Okay, I'm not keeping my chill. I need to keep my chill. I thought this was gonna be a cute little vlog of me gathering all the eggies, but I know. Hello and welcome back, you beautiful nerds, to another edition of a video. That's right, on this little corner of the internet. Actually, I'm coming at you right now from my boyfriend's childhood bedroom. If that's weird for you, don't worry, it's weird for me too. And him, actually. When I told Patrick I was shooting up here, he was like, oh no, my secrets! I don't know what secrets he might have. Secrets, vintage Four Loko. Back when they used to put 12% alcohol? Jesus Christ. I have one night with a Four Loko that I barely remember. And that's all I need to say about that. This is Cottagecore hair at its finest. Look at this. Because there is not a hot tool in sight in this house. The only hot tool that I've been introduced to in this house is the wood splitter. Also, no internet, so we're using our phones as a personal hot spot. I'll show you a personal hot spot. Heyo! Okay, so on Sunday of last week, Patrick and I were traveling home from an anniversary trip. We went mining for gems in Coalinga, California, when we got a phone call. A phone call that told us that we were needed in Wisconsin. Fun fact about our beloved Patrick is that he and his little brother grew up on a farm. This one. In fact, his parents purchased this farm back in the 80s, and his mother, Maggie, has been here ever since. God bless. Living, laughing, loving, the 3 L's. Another fun fact about Maggie is that she is the queen of cottagecore. What is cottagecore? Well, let me explain. According to UrbanDictionary.com, cottagecore is an aesthetic of fashion and style inspired by romanticized rural living and pastoral imagery. If you've never heard of cottagecore before, think scenery. Think nostalgic peasant dresses, rustic homemade crafts, breads, tea sets, ribbons and hair. I was made aware of a whole boutique dress brand that is apparently super popular in New England called Hill House. Check out their fashion and you'll know what cottagecore means. Cottagecore also draws inspiration from the existence of witches, goblins, and other kind of fantasy elements along that same vein. As such, the concept of cottagecore is usually associated with the idea of living in harmony with nature. See this? Harmony in nature. Right? You get it. You get it. So here's the deal. Patrick, his brother, and myself are here with specific duties to keep this place running. His mom has left us with a couple of Google Docs filled with things that we have to feed, water, poop, and protect. All 3 of us are working remotely. Bless! And all 3 of us have meetings to plan around these chores. Now we've just arrived, and while I feel excited to be here, I already feel really overwhelmed. I grew up in the city of Atlanta, after all, y'all. If I ever needed anything to eat, I would just pop on down to the Piggly Wiggly. Now, if I want dinner, I have to kill the Piggly Wiggly. I'm just kidding, y'all. Just kidding. Maggie doesn't have a Piggly Wiggly, or pigs for that matter. She only has chickens and one very special pup named Darcy. Lucky for us, it's winter, so we don't have much gardening or anything like that to do. But we do have to babysit a very intimidating wood burner, which is the apparatus that heats this entire house. The question on the table is, can I successfully live out an unsupervised cottagecore lifestyle? No! I didn't sew this top. This top is from Target, so I feel like I'm already kind of failing. So this is the reality of cottagecore living. It's 7:30 in the morning. Cottagecore. See? Cottagecore. Got my Carhartt worker gloves on. And my pup. Darcy's an older gal, and she needs help walking. And she likes to go on her morning walk and her morning poops and her morning pees before the chickens get out. It is currently 6 degrees here in Wisconsin. There is a storm, not a tropical storm, a winter storm named Landon in the mix. Landon is the name of like high school bully boys from my high school. Like, you know, those fucking country club types. Shut up, Landon. Sit down. We're gonna go on a little walk. Where you wanna go, Miss Darcy? Oh, we're moving. We gotta go. We're moving and we're grooving and we're moving and we're grooving and we're moving. Oh, yes, tippy tappies. Tippy tappies. Oh, but it's so pretty out. Look at this. We're just gonna take it all in. Okay. Look at this tail wagging. Good morning. Good morning, world. Are we happy to be alive on this 8-degree morning? Okay, tail stopped wagging then. So, in preparation for this little trip, because of course I did preparation, I did a little research on the cottagecore movement, and I found this really helpful article published by The View. Maybe it's like the little sister of Vogue, I'm not sure. This article does an excellent job unpacking the rise of all these goddamn picturesque vistas and idyllic tea sets that we've been seeing all over social media these days. Author Kathleen Saxon mentions that that's how most people live out this aesthetic, through the digital lens. By living vicariously through imagery and video, cottagecore becomes less of a movement and more of a collective longing to return to our roots. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I've certainly always been drawn to Maggie's farm. Even before the pandemic and even before a lockdown, there's just something about coming here that just felt very, very much outside my reality. Living in Los Angeles, being from Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm a city girl through and through, a southern city girl, but a city girl nonetheless. And being out here is just so much outside the realm of my reality. It's just a goddamn change of pace, which is nice. You gonna teach me how to work that?
Huh? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm afraid I might explode the house.
You're not gonna explode the house. But this is like my mom's most prized possession.
I thought you were your mom's most prized possession.
It's pretty close.
This behemoth is the wood burner, and Patrick just did the night ritual of the wood burning stove. You must feed the beast in the Cadillac converter.
Yes, the Cadillac convertible.
That's what it is.
Definitely.
And then you open the thing and you make it so it's hotter at night.
We gotta get up to 400 degrees before we engage the catalytic converter for the night burn.
Night burn! Ooh, ooh. We're talking about the night burn. Ooh, ooh. You know, I think people, when they think cottagecore, they think pastoral images and like Christmas tree farms. But a lot of it is just freezing your tail off and chicken poop. If I'm gonna be honest, it is, oh my gosh, here comes my headphones. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we're doing the thing. Look at our little tippy tappies. This is our second walk of the day. The chickens have been handled. The fire has been handled. It is a balmy 12 degrees, I think. Oh, where are we going now? Sniffing. Sniffing. Oh yeah, we're sniffing. So when I think of cottagecore, I think about that chapter in COVID history, a new term I just coined now, COVID history. But that chapter when everyone was posting pictures of their freshly baked focaccia bread with like beautiful herbs sprinkled on top, or their sourdough starters. Personally, I'm nostalgic for those times. But again, author Kathleen Saxon points out that under lockdown, people started to explore a lot of cottagecore elements as a way to escape from their reality. And after the 2020 lockdown, cottagecore became the aesthetic in 2021. Every time there's a spike in COVID cases, the search for cottagecore or cottagecore elements goes up as well. From early March to the end of April of 2020, Brennan notes that the cottagecore hashtag jumped up 167%, while the likes on cottagecore posts jumped up 573%. That's a lot of percent. Another thing I would just like to mention really fast is I am cold all the time. It is February here in Wisconsin, and it is 8 degrees. Inside, this house is all heated mostly by the wood burner. Now, like, we've kind of cheated a little bit and turned the heat on just a little bit. There are rooms in this farmhouse that I just don't go into because they're very cold. I'm guilty of loving cottagecore too. Like, my little Tumblr girl heart likes all of the pictures I see that come across my feed. Oh my god, I eat that shit up. However, I think it's really funny that cottagecore is this movement that kind of encapsulates both the left and the right's ideal. Okay, go with me here. The left, especially in America, is very much about sustainability movement. It's very much about returning to our roots and minimizing our output and our waste, which is very much like farm living. Like, if you'll see around Maggie's house, she doesn't waste a thing. She is completely self-sustainable on this farm. So that part of the cottagecore aesthetic appeals to the left. Now on the right, there's this kind of returning to Americana values that cottagecore kind of encapsulates. Also for the right, a lot of the imagery tends to portray a lot of Eurocentric traditions. You see a lot of skinny, slim, beautiful white women in fields with poppies. Although I will say there's been a movement that includes people of color as well, which I love. Even though Cottagecore isn't like an official organization or movement, it does have some political ideologies behind it, whether you are from the left or the right. There's something that both sides kind of aspire to in Cottagecore. So now's the part in the morning where I look to see if there is a dead mouse in this drawer, because there's a mouse trap in this drawer. No dead mice. Okay, we're good. It's gonna be a good day. I am bundled to the gods. Yeah, I'm double gloving it. The cold, I'm like, Ew, David, Wisconsin? No, it's cold. Why you do this? It's literally Wisconsin versus the people. Every time I'm here. Are we dying? Is the state actually gonna try to kill me? All right, let's go get some eggies. All right, ladies. You must give me your goods. Ladies, oh my God. Oh no. No. Oh no. Chicken down. This is the second chicken. I literally was just in here a second ago. Ladies, I need a witness. Tell me what happened. Is there a possum in here? Do I need to yell at somebody? Oh no. Did you kill her? Oh my God. I don't know what to do in an event of a chicken murder. I think it was you. You dick. What the hell's wrong with you? Get away. Unless you're concerned. Oh, no. Did you kill her? You killed her. Shoot, come on. Get away now. Okay, you might not have killed her. I might be accusing you of murder, but I just don't know, and I need you to give me space so I can collect the eggs and then talk to Maggie and Patrick and Will about how the hell I'm supposed to handle this. Can't believe I walked in on a crime scene. This is very upsetting for me. They all started clucking at me at unison. You guys know something that I don't know.
I know something you don't. I know something you will never know.
What is it, ladies? Tell me. We're all freaking out. Came inside with the eggs. My phone can't recognize my face anymore because I'm different now. I've witnessed murder. I'm just waiting for normal farm people, aka Patrick, Will, and Maggie, to come back. I looked in the coop and in the run for any possums or foxes. I couldn't see anything. I checked everywhere. So hopefully they'll be back shortly. Who is that? Who is she? We're still just starting out the year of the goddess, and being on a farm is connecting to a household that is run by a woman who is particular, meticulous, and very patient. There's a rhythm to this home that is more distinct from any other household that I've ever been a part of. And it's not as slow and as carefree as the cottagecore aesthetic might have you believe. I have been on my feet, up at dawn, asleep as soon as I can. I have been more on my feet all day, every day, which makes me respect and love Patrick's mother even more. She is one lady, y'all, and she runs this entire farm. And I have been doing this for a couple days, and I am only 1/3 of a trio, and I can already tell you that I'm gonna need some extra nap times this weekend. Maggie, do you know what cottagecore is?
No. Never even heard of it.
Can you say Cottagecore?
Cottagecore.
You know that you live a cottagecore lifestyle?
I know that I live a restoration agriculture lifestyle because I've been reading a book about it and I'm going, I do that already. Kind of.
Well, cottagecore is the Instagram version of that.
What's going in the oven right now, Mom?
Squash blossoms.
Where'd they come from?
My garden.
Yeah, everything comes from her garden. Patrick, talk to me about your mom's focaccia bread.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we haven't had your focaccia in forever, but that was a
we
staple.
haven't.
That was good. Loaded
That
up
was-
with all the fixins, chunky,
And you
with
helped make
potatoes and cheese and stuff, rosemary.
it. But you know why
fresh,
we kept
made
making
fresh.
it?
Why?
You know,
We
we
used to
kept-
make a lot of bread.
You know why we did that?
It was delicious.
Football and staying in town days for an easy meal.
Oh, tear apart kind of
To
thing.
take in
I
the-
do remember eating in the van quite a bit.
Yeah, because you had after school activities and I didn't want to drive back and forth and because I didn't want to waste gas.
Yeah, activities and focaccia.
Yep.